Okay. That appears to be better. Okay. So, just gonna do a few small things here before I get going. Yesterday the winners were announced. I believe that they're up on spicyeconomics.com, but I'm not 100%. If they're not, they will be. Only 2 winners of creative and 2 winners of beautiful on NA. The rest were all EU. So congratulations EU on an excellent job, especially. The next contest is coming up, maybe even today. Hold on, let me look. Today is DJ's Restaurants. I did not enter after all. Then on the 30th, the Furnishing Vendor Items Contest is due for J-Heart. So those are the next 2. I'm not doing the one for J-Heart. So that leaves me with not really anything to work on, except unless I wanted to work on something further out, which I'm fine with. Not feeling very inspired lately. In fact, feeling the opposite. We don't has no inspiration. It's just, you know, given the state of the world lately, it just feels like everything is kind of crappy. So I just don't feel very inspired. It's funny though, because you would expect that I'd be more escapism inspired, but I'm really not. I'm just kind of like blah. Hammy is still missing. Still bothered by that. Don't know where he is. Don't know what's going on. It's been days now. But apparently he's done this before. Wants vacations sometimes. And does it. I personally don't. I don't know. It bums me out when I don't know if my friends are okay. But if that's the way things are going to be for him, well, that's just him. Hey, Cromwell, how's it going? Just getting my morning stuff done real quick on one character.
Still kicking Dragon Guard, don't it? From what I gathered, our Dragon Guard scroll bearer. Back to the end.
Gives me the bag. Did I not pick this up? Oh, I picked up the quest by accident. Derp. Let me drop that stupid quest. Wow, nice. Congratulations to him for being so flippin' talented. Incredible. Good job. Mind-blowing. Seems like EU people just have a ton of talent. Really impressive. Hi, Sonia. I'm still waking up. What was I thinking? Words. Words. I was thinking words. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't build an airship if I tried. And yet, they are. I has coffee. Not enough. I need 10 times that. I'm a little bit on the crazy side with coffee. Sonia, please. There we go. Is that a Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six? Is that an FPS, a first-person shooter? I need like an IV. I'm ridiculous. It's all about the coffee. Ah, okay. I cannot do that. I am not an FPS type person. I cannot manage it. It's a little too much for me, but that's okay. First-person shooters are just not my bag. I don't mind watching them, though. Sometimes watching them can be a lot of fun. I like watching other people do them, not me. Okay. Off we go. Where we land, nobody knows. Let's see if anybody opened their houses and fixed things. Somehow I doubt it. Yeah, I did a little PvP yesterday. I attempted to do the quest. You know, the Cyrodiil one went fine. The problem was the non-Cyrodiil one did not go fine. There we go, CB. The icy one, that was not fun. I didn't find it fun at all. I couldn't get quests done. I was getting slaughtered. Even when I stuck around with EP people, it still was slaughterific. Just isn't my game, you know, isn't my game. You know? Isn't my thing. Hold on. We're at a lucky cat. Lucky cat, lucky cat. I just got a message. Let me check what it says. Lucky cat, lucky cat. Yes, I'm on. Hello, Griffin. I will not call you Griffery then. Yeah, I mean, the Cyrodiilic ones are fine. I mean, I know what I'm doing. If I get killed, I get killed. That's fine. But I did want to, you know, it felt like Imperial City was another level of impossible. One I couldn't cope with. This looks a little light, so I'm thinking it's in progress. Yeah. Although there are some cozinesses in here. Got nice little touches here and there. I don't mind when a house is light. Does not bother me. I used to build houses like that. Now I can't help but run out of spaces. I think the difference is that in the beginning I wasn't doing my own reskinning and everything. I was using the real house itself, the way that it looked normally. But now that I don't ever do that and I kind of reskin or build a whole new house on my own, it never ends up going well with the item count. Alright. We're getting there. So let me come back when you're ready, CB. When you feel like you're ready to go. Otherwise, I think it's a great start. Alright. What's next? Let's do this clarity. Oh, or in. Or not. Elephonic. That was one of the entries into the Snowmelt suite. I want to work on a house, but I'm feeling so incredibly, like, uninspired. They don't know why. It's sad. Oh, right. This may have been one of the winners, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but it may have been. I think this may have won for Most Beautiful. One of the winners for Most Beautiful. It's definitely beautiful, I'll tell you that. Really nice use of plants that made it feel full, even though this is such a small space. Pretty damn impressive how they filled it up. Can't see the floors, can't see the walls. Smart choices on plants, you know. Hedges, we've got rose trellises. Those blocked out a lot. Then I think we should have some trees here. The wisteria trees and this looks like a fabricant cherry tree. And then these big old red blooms take up a lot of space. So these are all good choices. Excellent house. Naming Nick's Psychotic Break. Jemima. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about a house named Psychotic Break, but we'll see. Come on. I had an ex-boyfriend have a psychotic break. That wasn't any fun. He was already my ex when he did that. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. We've got everything looks so normal, right? Like a nice little kitchen and normal food and a bathtub and just everything looks so lovely. Perfectly normal, right? And then you get over here and you're like, uh-oh, something went wrong. There's bodies. It really does remind me of, what is it? Jekyll and Hyde. That's funny. Sorry I'm not all awake yet. I'm still waking up. Give me a little bit to cheer up. Ugh. That is not what I meant to do. Just a tiny bit. I did not have corpses with my ex-boyfriend's psychotic break. It was more of just like saying things that weren't true, like provably and insanely crazy stuff. Julia Terrell. Like, he went with me to the vet when my cat was diagnosed as dying with kidney failure. And then he texts me after we broke up that I lied about the cat dying, that it was all a big story to come up with, get some sympathy. I'm like, you went with me to the vet. You were there when the vet told us what was wrong. Oh, this looks like this is a storage house, I believe. So we'll keep going. So, you know, just breaks with reality, you know. Farreach Cartography. Captain Margaux. And things like that. Just obviously not true things. Also a whole lot of projection, like, you're mentally ill. You have you're bipolar, accusing me of being bipolar, and I don't think I'm bipolar. If anything, I'm depressing. No. He's out of my life. He is out of my life. Long time now. We are not together. So this is so smart. This is Cranor's Farreach Cartography. So we have like this is just so intelligent. We've got all sorts of maps here. Then plus on the walls we have the EHT maps. See those? Because EHT has an option to put maps in too. Oh, and then here we have this lovely, you can also do, with EHT, you can do heraldry. Yeah, it's a really good use of a small room. You know? This is an otherwise tiny room. If yeah, so somebody's asking me about EHT, but they're going to come in the channel and ask me, I suppose. That would be better, because that way I can explain to people in general what they have questions about. Do I have anything else? Did we do a Golden Gryphon? I feel like we did. I feel like I'm losing my damn mind is what I feel like. No, we weren't able to go to the Golden Gryphon, so let's go. Nurse Joy. Don't know who that is. So if you have questions about how to do maps, how to do heraldry in EHT, I'm happy to show you. Maps aren't really necessary anymore for anybody who does antiquities, because we have so many, 80 bajillion of them sitting in storage now. I rarely use maps, but a cartographer's house makes perfect sense. Ah! Sorry, I got spun around. Ooh! Creepiness. Creepy. We've got Sithis sitting there in the fire. Hey, Eula. Being all Sithis-y and creepy. I don't get it. Go visit the other streamers. We have so many in this channel. They're all good people. This is scary to have in your inn room. I suspect that the inn will be going up in flames very shortly. What is Fizzez doing in here? Fizzez, are you eating fish, or are you taking a bath, or are you smoking skooma? What are you doing? Hey, Everelia. What? There's a dead body on top. What is Fizzez up to? What have you done, Fizzez? Did you kill somebody? I'm so confused. This room is like psychotic a little bit. Hey, Money Shot. Thanks for the follow. Wow, Izabi, what are you doing? This is a room of madness. I like it. It's all about the madness. Okay. Samothrace. Samothrace? Hall of Lunar Champion. So, I don't think I'll be touching IC again, ever, if I can avoid it. Unless I go with, like, a ton of people. Very confusing. Very confusing and not fun. Sir Dill seems a lot better to me. I don't understand how anyone could have fun in IC. I am touring open houses. See these? These are open houses on Essential Housing Tools. So I don't want to like barge in on anyone. Which contest are you talking about? I do in fact have a video about that. Hold on. Thank you, Everelia. That's so kind of you to do that for them. You are always nice. You know? You're always thoughtful and caring. Alright, let me get the EHT copy paste. Sorry, there's a bunch of them. Copy pasting. She is. She does not win enough contests. I don't get it. I like all of her stuff. So here's the link in chat, but I will also put it on the DDA Discord in case anybody needs it. And who was it again? Tulian. Hopefully they are on Discord. So, oh, you were most welcome. Thank you for asking. So there's a video in Discord, and also I put it in this channel, the DDA Discord. Hey, Tulian. I just linked my little video on it because Everelia was kind enough to get in and ask for you about cutting and pasting. So there's a video for it. It's very short in the DDA Discord, or I'll just post it again real quick here. I'm happy to help. If you still have trouble with it, I'm happy to show you. But my guess is that the hardest problem that people have with EHT is usually that they don't set their controls. Usually the first thing that they're having trouble with, they don't know how to select the things they want to copy paste, is usually because they don't realize that EHT requires you to set a select. So select, deselect, make sure you pick something for that. That's important. If you have this done, everything else from there goes much easier. So, right. That should be easier once you have the select button, but we can come back here. I'll show you again real quick. I don't have a problem with that. Let me go to somewhere that doesn't have things. Wait, let's go to my Grand Temple. There it is. You have them in the selection. Did you go into the copy paste tab? The tab, the clipboard. Why'd you leave, Money? Alright, let's make an effect real quick so that we can... I am. Just the Nord one, though. Let's do one that's pretty visible. We'll do this pinwheel, right? So, we'll go to this. We'll go to select all effects. Alright, all effects are selected. There's just this pinwheel. Go into copy paste. You clear your clipboard. You can copy the selection. Confirm. It should show up in there. See? Should be there. Then you go to your other house, wherever you want it. Let's go to Captain Margaux because that's easy. I'm glad you came to me. You can always ask me about EHT. I'm happy to show people. Aww. Sadness. Alright, and then what you do is go here in your other house, you go to copy paste, you go paste from inventory. It doesn't really matter where you paste from because it doesn't exist. And it says paste your current location or the original location. You want to go to the current location. And boom, there's your paste. There is your baby. Right there. If you have a question about something, if it didn't like make sense or if there's something wrong that's not working for you, please tell me and I'll see if I can troubleshoot. But that's how it should work. Same way as you're using items, as copying and pasting items. They should all be able to be selected if you do select, just do select all effects down here. It should select all of them. I have a feeling though you're not talking about effects. Are you talking about Are you talking about triggers or scenes? Or are you talking about... Can I go to the house on stream, or is that not a thing you want to do? Wallpaper. I have a feeling it's pasting it over the same... I have a feeling you're pasting them over itself. Did you update your EHT to the most recent version? Do you know you have... Okay, I won't go then. Do you know if you've done that? Check to see if you have the most recent version. Maybe check Minion, because he added something that should fix that. I don't know when he last updated. He added something that should fix that. You could always just clone things too. If you find it to be easier, you can just hit clone. And so this house has wallpaper in it. Give it a moment. Nope. So this piece vanished on me. I think I made a mistake and did something to it. But what we can do is you can either, if you clone it, you could just hit to the left or to wherever you want it, and then it's exactly the same, and you can just plop it down, right? And there you go. Clone a group. I don't know. This is a little off rotation-wise. I don't think so. I think you clone a single item. But we'll show you. We'll do that. So you would select all of the stuff you want selected. So you would go single item, and then you go here and you hit select. You hit select. I'm having trouble finding my paint buckets, but you get the idea. So we'll just do those two. Go into copy paste, clear it, clipboard, then you would copy selection, and then you would, if you're doing it in the same house, you'd paste from inventory, confirm, and you want to do current location, right? Not original location. So here's current location. So here it is. It comes back out. And then you would be able to just move it around if you want. See? It should be the same thing as what you have. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad I was able to help. That's great. And now I'm going to do something that you might want to know. Oh, okay, okay. I'm going to restore what I had by going to preview published version of effects. It's still missing that section, but I don't know why. But whatever. And we'll go use published version, confirm, and now that's all back to the way it is, the published version. Of course! That makes perfect sense, Julian. I'm sorry, dude. I'm glad that I was able to solve it, though. That's funny. Well, I'll remember that. And the next time somebody has trouble with it, then I'll be able to tell them to try that. Aw, you're welcome. Happy I could help. Always willing. Last visit. Alright, let's go back to Samothrace so I can give them a fair shake. Good luck. Now you can do that. I will look forward to seeing it. Only reason why I'm the guru is because I've spent enough time when Cardi wasn't famous. When Cardi was nobody, right? Except to us. He spent many the hour trying to show me how to work them before anyone knew him. So I had like unrestricted access to Cardi showing me how to do things in EHT. So I do have that experience, plus I've played with it a lot. But, so don't feel bad. That's the only reason why I know so much. But I'm glad I was able to help. So we've got a very mystical front room. Mystical. I wonder if I should talk to him about that paste from selection thing, if I should make that more obvious. If he should make it so obvious. Croisset is the real instructor. Holy shit, she knows way more than me. But he did spend a lot of time. She is more technical. She knows more things like that. Check out the fishy tank. I think it's a fishy tank. Yeah, there's fishies in it. Very nice. Beautiful colors. Only thing I would change, Samothrace, is use that black Daedric rock or something in the back. That way you can make it look more underwatery. But unless you want it to stand out like this kind of makes sense. I'm not picking on it. I wasn't trying to be the expert. I was actually scared to even try it, but I did it because he was so nice. You know? You know how Cardi is. So nice. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this program a try because the guy who wrote it is so sweet. And I'm glad I did. It's a hist. Huggy little hist. It's a hist. What do we have over here? Whoa, we have way down. I didn't even notice. Okay, my gamma's way off. Hold on a minute. I gotta turn it up because when, actually, J-Heart mentioned this yesterday during the contest. Or was that yesterday? Or the day before? He has his gamma turned way the hell up because it helps in looking at houses. And it's the truth. I heard him say that and I was like, yep. Same thing here. So when I'm playing on my own, I turn it back down, but when I'm not playing on my own, I need the gamma turned all the way up. So you guys ever see that house that someone built over on the other side? Up here? They built it on PTS. It's kind of insane. Let me see if I can find the video real quick, in case you're curious. Kinda nuts. Where is it? Virtual tours. They're so talented, but they do it on PTS, so they're not breaking any rules. There absolutely is a wall, but they managed to break through it. I know how they did it, and it has been corrected. Hey, Volcidol. So I looked at it on, where is it? I saw it on, I went to the PTS and they fixed the problem, is what I was trying to say. You can't do it anymore. Someone told me how to do it, and it was pretty impressive. Pretty darn impressive. I can't find it. It's somewhere. It's a keep, I think. People got really mad at them about it because they're, is this it? The Sorcerer's Keep? Maybe not. People got really mad at the person because of the fact that it was cheating, you know, going over there. But they did it on PTS, so, you know, they have a legit explanation. But yeah, they built a really tremendous house. Oh my goodness, money shot. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You're so kind. I'll use that too. But yeah, they cheated and they put it over there. And someone told me about it, how to do the cheat. And it's not possible on the current PTS, so it's fixed. I tested it because I didn't want anybody getting in trouble. I tested it on the PTS. And it no longer works. There are dead people. Oh, dead cat. Is there anything in the dead cat? Please have something in the dead cat. Leaving your dead cats around and you're not even putting anything in there. I'm so disappointed. If you're gonna leave a dead cat around, at least put a surprise in there for me. Hey, Garish. How's it going? Still checking out NA. Catching up. Checking out what all neat stuff they have in here. I guess they sleep right next to the pond. Why not, right? I'm telling you, these look like pants to me. Like you just need a second piece for the everything over the legs. You know, you can put a statue in there or something, and you've got these just look like legs. That is true, Everelia. You got me. I have often said that this year. Uh-oh, I think somebody put stuff out of bounds, which I love. Yes, they did. So these, this whole bit is out of bounds. And also this is, you can go really far out I want to say Lucky Cat, but it's not. Is that a Trixie? Are you gonna get me killed if I jump down there? They wouldn't be the first person to trick me into going down there. Oh, I was talking about the dead cat thing. How I always complain that nobody put anything in their dead cats. Kunzari. And Everelia thought it was funny. Because I'm a weirdo. Because I am. Alright, so yeah, there's lots of extra space you can build out if you're interested. You can build up, you can build down, you can build out. It's really a fun little zone. I did, and I was disappointed. Nothing in the dead cat. I was pleased when there were dead things in the dead cat. Somebody put a corpse in there once, which I thought was fantastic. You too can make your dragon statues breathe fire if you put a brazier in them. That looks pretty legitimately good. Clever little idea there. Okay. What else do we have? Yay! Oh, these are ones I've seen. Okay, let's go back to the open houses that I have not seen. I may have to head over to the other side. Erstwhile, Tech Priest. This is very pleasing. I put a pottery wheel in mine because that's, you know, logical. Maybe Kunzari liked pottery. That's the way I'm justifying it. I don't know. Ancient hero? I wouldn't mind him. I don't know, actually. That's kind of creepy. It's still necrophilia. Not into it. Alright. So we've got Kavat Sanctuary by the Tech Priest, who does some pretty interesting builds. So I'm looking forward to this. So this is like the office of the Dark Brotherhood. Oh, that's a nice trick. Putting the candles on top of the dragon head. Everybody's so inspired lately. Well, that looks good too. I do not feel inspired lately. I didn't even enter the restaurant. What? What? Wait, huh? We closed everything off? Why? Now I can't enjoy the rest of it. Sadness. It is a good idea with the bookshelves and the cubbies. Yes. Yep. I don't know why it does that, but I've noticed the same thing. It is not just you. It annoys the hell out of me because I always go the wrong way the first time. Yeah, that's standard. Isn't that great? Let's go over to EU. I don't know why it does that. I always end up going the wrong way first. Especially since I'm used to EHT doing it a sensible way. I don't know why it does it opposite. Wonder if we should ask Cardi that. No, you did fine. It's not you. It is fun though. I mean, it's I mean, if you look up aside from that, and there's some like a learning curve with certain things that I'm still getting my head around, but for the most part, I love the fact that it's so much better than the regular standard thing. Like, just being able to place something closer or further away with it. So much better. Excuse me. It is. I've had my password hacked and placed on the internet before, so I got a little more fancy with it. I don't think they actually did anything harmful with it, but it was put on the internet. It is amazing. It is amazing. It's such, and then being able to change like the distance of how far you want to move. Do you want to move 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters or whatever it is. All of that is so nice. And the straightening for paintings or other things on the walls is just, we're so used to such a crappy system as the base system that even the littlest improvement is like heaven. It's too bad though. I wish that things were different, but what's really a gift from that whole thing is that, I don't know if you know this, but Cardi wrote that in his spare time, which God knows devs don't have spare time. He did not do that entire code thing at work. He would go home or stay at work, I don't know. Ugh. I hate EU. And he would do that in his spare time, write that whole thing, night after night after night. And then finally he he showed it to them, and they were happy enough to put it in. So one dev in his own spare time wrote that entire thing. And that's why we have an improvement to housing, because Cardi did that. Now, imagine now, if you will, that he hadn't. We still wouldn't have these improvements. And the fact that someone had to sacrifice like that makes you wonder, the hell else was he working on? Maybe improvements to, like, what did they have him working on that he had to do that in his spare time? My guess is probably performance stuff. I have a feeling they have content people and then they have performance people. That is just my theory, because he doesn't tell me anything, but that's my guess. Well, they're saying that. They're saying there's more to come, that it's going to be a big year for housing people. But I don't know what that means, because to them that could just mean more content, like more houses. Like, maybe they think Bastion Sanguinaris is good enough that we should all be, like, losing our minds over it. It's not my thing, but whatever. I have a feeling this isn't going to load. Thank you. I think so too, Eula. I think it does look really good. I'm going to leave it on. Hey, Fiendish. I hope you got my mail. I'm sorry about that. I hope I've cleared that up. Yay! We made it! Okay. We're back. Oh, good. I'm sorry about that. That was misspeaking. It really is. It really is. So what can we look at? Sisters of the Sands, Alakina. She really does look good with it. I love the Redguard characters. I think they're beautiful. The skin color with the light colored eyes. They're just so beautiful characters. I don't have one on my main account. I have one of like all the other races up to, except for Redguard and Argonian. I don't have an Argonian yet either. I like Argonians, but I can't seem to make one that's pretty. Oh my goodness, look at this. There is a lot going on in here. So, check this out. You can do 100 items in Sisters of the Sands. It's one of the bigger apartments, but even with that, look at how fancy this is. And then they've used the new Solitude stuff to make this gorgeous cabinetry. Oh, I'm in love. And the double mirror thing they've done here. This is beautiful. Maybe that's what it is. Excuse me. Are you able to get out, buddy? You can go. Go ahead. There you go. He was hanging out in the window. And I really like how they've layered this furniture so that it looks like they're creating extra rooms with it, right? You know, the Dunmer look good, but they don't have that, they don't look good with a lot of the additional, those are, Merkmeyer. They don't have that, like, after, like the makeup sets and whatnot. The makeup sets that they have are not, I think these are from the Crown store, I'm not positive. The makeup sets are not as good on them. Like, they look weird. I have one and it just looks odd. Look at the mirrors for the windows. Isn't that cute? And I like that pot. Flower pot is just an elsewhere bowl. Wait, which one? Yes, that's the Breton sconce. I'm assuming this is a shade, but I thought she meant these. I could be wrong though. These are candles lasting. I think they're new. Nothing for J-Heart. This is lovely. Very good job, Alakina. I don't know you, and I'm very impressed. All right. I'm guessing I don't recognize them. They're new to me, too. Yeah. We'll go back to Grimmage if there's not a lot of... Oh, I hate all the big houses. Dorfin, Rothgar, here we go. We'll do this, and then we'll start looking at the rest of the Aetherius entries. Spring Mood. Such talented people, it's kind of scary how talented they are. Futerco's homes are just mind-blowing. But she's not the only one. Like Lilith, we saw yesterday. There's someone who gives Chrysaea a run for her money on cobbles. And, to be honest, Fiendish and, who's the other cobbler? Swankery. I mean, really. but I'm not saying they're better. Candles lasting. I do not rank people. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're makeable. 600 to 600 items, but I don't see... Ah, they built a new home up there. Okay, I was going to say, I don't see any items. How could this be? Oh. Okay. So we have a bookshop, maybe? This must be a bookshop. No, that's not bad. And they're huge. Like you said. What do we have in here? Meeting room? Gilder green? Kitchen. Do you have an idea of where you're going to use them? I bet you if you got a ton of them and put them in your vampire house, they'd look amazing. Ah, look at the cleverly hidden clockwork lights over here. You couldn't see it behind the tree. Clockwork lights, excellent for lighting everything up. And this is what I would do too if I own this property. I would be building a house over this section, going all the way out to the other piece. I won't look, I won't look. I know what you mean. I had to change mine up too, because otherwise it doesn't... then it's published, you know? Been published before, so you have to like change it up. So we've got greenhouses, so everything is so pretty. Lovely little bedroom. Check out the view you have from here. Cozy. Lovely. Did they... Okay, they did not... Maybe they did. Maybe they built out there. Right out on this ledge out here, you can build, and it's got an amazing view. Yeah, I'm not going to win. I know I'm not going to win. I'm okay with that. I haven't been winning anything recently, and that's okay. I have lost my inspiration. My inspiration's dead right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Look at this. With the crystals. Made it very magical looking. I've just been feeling like I've lost all inspiration and I just don't know what to do anymore. They are stupid country rules. They are. But unfortunately, Ireland sees it as gambling unless it's for non-profit, and she's in Ireland, sadly. Well, it's not sad she's in Ireland, it's sad that they don't let it work. Gosh, I hope so, Swank. I'm worried about it. I'm really worried about it. I'm really down about it, to be honest with you. It's like it never happened to me before. Like I've never lost all of my mojo before. I don't know. That would be... I mean, I guess contests are specifically... I don't know if they can buy crown crates. I don't know. That's a very good question. Very, very, very good question. Okay. So, what was the next one that I have not looked at? I'm not going to look at Bayushi's. I'm going to wait for her. I want something kind of smaller that I don't want to lose my brain over. They're all so huge. used huge houses. Maybe. I don't know what other game I want to play, though. You know? Vertigo, Ald Velothi. But isn't... I see what Everelli is asking, though. See you, Garish. Vertigo's Ald Velothi. This is my spring mood thingers. It would just seem that that crates would be even more straight up gambling than contests would, where you actually have to do something that you made. Oh, this is it. So this is stone flour. This makes perfect sense then. They made it using stones and then filled it up with flowers. That's cute. That's a clever idea. I love it when people do something just a slight bit different, you know? Like that. I see. So they've got that new light in here that looks like you're underwater. Who is next? Alright, let's look at big old houses that... Goranir. We looked at that one. Bright Moon's Retreat, Masterman 89. And that's a moonsugar. Based on a product you have to buy. What's funny is they specifically say in it, no purchase necessary. Which just goes to show that lawyers write whatever they want until it's challenged and then it gets knocked out. Speaking as a lawyer. Okay. Wow, pretty. So, moonsugar, another spring mood. Huh, are they collecting, are they picking apples? Or are they collecting sap? I'm trying to figure out what all these are. Yeah, I know how you feel. I never enter for that reason either. I don't care if I win or not. But I do like the challenge. But I am a little annoyed that Everelia hasn't won anything yet, because I've seen some stuff by her that's been mind-blowing, and I don't quite get it. But I have a feeling that, you know... You won't let me open your dead cat. Fine. I see how it is. So somebody built their own little area over here. What's underneath? I mean it, too.
You know I can see time in all directions. I see you as you are now.
So this
you were
is
before you were
quite
born,
interesting.
as you'll be after you're dead all at once. You're an adorable baby, mate. Less charming as a
Huh.
horse.
Very interesting. I wonder if people have these ideas before they get started. Like, sometimes I have an idea that's fully formed, and other times I don't. Other times I'm just like building and it kind of comes along. Paintings. hunting walls. Lovely view. Oh, wow. Check out that swing. Holy crow. So, 2 night elf beds, dark elf beds, rather. And this looks like the back of a couch. This is probably the Elsewhere couch. Goodness, this is gorgeous. It's either the gong or a couch. I'm gonna go with, you're probably right, it's a gong. Let's check, see if we can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you're right, because you can see the feet. That is the gong. Yeah, except not recently. Recently, I've been starting off with a vague idea and nothing's been coming out. It's just... I'm not happy with anything. It's perfection, isn't it? It's beautiful. I love a good cobble. And this is great views. Stunning views. I wanted to build a house over that waterfall, but you can't build on it, which is annoying. Why can't I build on that? I should be able to build on it. My house would look perfect if it was, if I use Grand Sigic, but, because then it does what I want it to do. But I don't want to take apart my current build and then just put something else in. I kind of want to leave all my current builds, so I'm sort of screwed. Oh well, what you gonna do? There's a chicken on the dock. Because of course there is. I have a feeling the whole rest of it has been closed off for item count. But that was really quite stunning. Maybe it hasn't been closed off. Maybe I just need to peek. I don't know. Come on! So I've been carrying around some rough U in my inventory so I can curse at people by linking it. Rough U. And this is why Aurelia calls me zany, because I'm a nut job who does silly things like that. Okay, the next one. Rough U. I know, it is dumb. It's great. Nocteras, earthtear. But see, that's just part of who I am. I have a silly streak a mile wide. That's why my husband and I get along really well. Hey, Nana! I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're feeling well. Rough U. It's so silly. I used to carry around the molasses too, but I lost it. I want to find it again because it's just so silly. Pacrudi's molasses. There's all sorts of silly things. Oh my goodness. This is like, wow. Completely different. This is Nocteras. There's a, I have been having a terrible time, but I'm starting, today is the first day I've felt much better in a long time. I think it's flare-ups going away. This is just nuts. Beautiful feast, by the way. I never would have thought to use these items to make this table. This is crazy good. I mean, think about it. It's got these Daedric platforms and then these elven, I forget what those are called, but they're achievement items. That's just not what I would have. And then it's got the Hope of Rivenspire at the end. That's really weird, but I like it. Weird is not bad. Where's the petrified bull? I did not see a petrified bull. Or are you talking about that's an item that drops? A trash item. Odd throne room using PvP items. Very interesting. This looks like a ruined temple. Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's some really weird ones. Like, really weird ones. Creepy ones. Like the preserved dark elf face. Some scalp and other creepy stuff. This is a ruin. Like, it really goes because this whole house is a ruin, really. And then we have an upstairs, so you don't want to miss that. It's nice. They've got double duty here because on the one hand you have that serving as like a roof. Wow, they have more over there too. But on the other hand, it's also a platform. So really creative usage. But now I need to find the stairs. Where be your stairs, sir? Or madam? I desire to see your stairs. Okay, so they're not here. I wonder if they go the long way around. Like, do you have to go over to this part? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. This is completely re-architectured. Which I love. I'm not gonna pick on it. We'll have to come back over here and see if we can figure that out, but for now... That looks very interesting, doesn't it? And they've created a circle for it to go down through. So, it's a creative way of dealing with it. There's a lot of strange sized spaces that they're working with because of the way that this is all laid out. But they're doing a good job with the lighting, trying to make it make more sense, you know? Like, there's stuff even in these strangely shaped spaces. Good morning, Shutterbug. This is crazy good. Crazy. And I like that. Just something so different. I guess this is where the bedroom is. Really, really different. This is earthtear. Someone has completely redone earthtear with a second floor, essentially. I don't know, is this how we get over there? Yes. So this is how we get over here. Okay, that makes sense. I guess this is like a temple? Oh no, it's a master bedroom. Maybe it's both. Why not both? I gotta be honest, I love building up high. If I got earthtear, I would be building up high too. There's something about it that just feels a lot of fun to build up high. Goodness, there's so many hidey holes. I'm not sure that I can find them all. Look at that madness. Look at all the connective bits. Madness. Sitting here. Goes around and I'm not sure if I'm missing things or making circles here. Treasure. We're rich. We can all go home now. We're all rich. I think this is the end of the pathway. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. There should be a turn I didn't make back in Albuquerque, as they used to say. My husband and I drove through Albuquerque twice, and both times we got lost. So, yes, we did not make the turn at Albuquerque. Twice. This is crazy. I'm having a hard time figuring out which way to go. Alright, so we've done this centerpiece. Which part? Albuquerque? It's a weird spelling, too. Albuquerque. Or something like that. Okay. Let's see if I'm doing this right. That was going up. I want to go across. Does this go across? Oh my goodness, I'm lost. Let's just go down and see if we can figure it out from here. I don't know how they're not out of items. You would think that they'd be out of item slots by now, and they have 2 available to them even. Kitchen. Parlor-ish area. And then another build out. This is crazy. How did they manage to do another build out? You're quirky in Albuquerque. Another one with a hole in it. I think that's a really good idea. I have I've seen another house like that, but it was the Colossal. Joyzy. In Albuquerque. Quirky. I've been watching Viva La Dirt League, and all those guys in that are, okay, I think we've seen everything now, are from New Zealand, and they just have the best accent. I adore it. Okay, we were gonna look at Eula's Ald Velothi. Eukapala Ald Velothi, which she has changed. I don't know if J-Heart's gonna stream today or not, but I usually try not to go over his stream because I consider him a friend. But let's see. I don't see him. Nope. He is not streaming currently. Okay. Okay. Wow. Don't know that I remember it. Everything is closed off. Wait, I never signed in? I've seen this house before, haven't I? How have I not signed in? Or did you clear it? Oh, that's an interesting flower box. In a little refrigerated glass case. Really good lighting, by the way. It's hard to light that. The book was being weird. Oh, that's right. There was a time where the book was being weird. Things weren't being saved because of some setting on his server. Might have been the time that I... Oh! Sneaky, sneaky! I found a sneaky bathroom. Fun toilet. This room is strangely shaped. It's got that weird... It's like a peninsula. It's got Lake Florida right over here. So closing it off is interesting. Florida over here. I'm gonna start getting messages from my friend Griff making fun of me because I'm using the Jersey accent. I have a Long Island accent originally, but I cover it up. Wow, look at all these extra rooms they've carved out of this house. These aren't, I mean, the cheese, Eula's. And that's a brilliant idea. I hate these shelves. And this is such a brilliant usage of this space. You would never know they're there. Oh, I did? Okay. I love your flowers, too. I'm so used to saying they now, trying not to assume a gender, but now I actually know your gender and I'm still saying it wrong. Great cabinet work. I like this. I wonder what you're studying. Crystals. Okay, and you've closed off the door. So that we just have this interior piece. Usually most people make this the bedroom. I'm glad that you did something different. This looks really cool. We can do Lynn Black's Ebonheart Chateau. If you... And that might be it for it. For me, we'll see. No one likes you, Griff. Don't peek on me. What do you mean I'm approaching dear leader? That doesn't make any sense. She says hello. Nana says hello, Griff. He's picking on me, as he does. Wow, this is Ebonheart Chateau. Holy smokes. Check that out. I've never seen anyone do anything like this. Oh, it's a sigil stone charging device. Okay. Oh, he's fine. Look at that garden. Holy smokes, this is incredible. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's got an ombre kind of gradient. You see this? It goes from dark purple to a pinkish purple to blue to a lighter blue to green and back to purple. That's stunning. Really, really, really stunning. And what gorgeous coloring. Yeah, I was wondering that myself. Oh wait, I missed that there were 2 Meridias. Wow. Wowzers. Can you believe this is Ebonheart? It looks... Oh my goodness. It's like it's carved or cast. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. There are no effects in this house. This person is doing this by hand. And I guess that's snow? And blue lights. With display cases, or that may have been a greenhouse, I'm not sure. But holy smokes. This is devastatingly beautiful. No joke. Like, I'm... Oh my gosh. Everything, everywhere I look. Which one? Which painting? Did I miss one? And then look at these are those torques? Celestial, no, what are they called? Toning arcs. Toning arcs. This is unbelievable. Oh, I see what you mean. They've reskinned it too. So they've got Eleanor bookcases and Daedric platforms. And a bunch of tables. These are clockwork tables to make this room more mechanical looking. They're growing mushrooms up there. An alien grate covering up a goodness. It's like I guess this is their forge. That costs money. Look, they've got 2 of them there. Plus the alien grate. Even the small touches. Look at this. They've got, they've added the dragon head to this dwarven fountain, and then they have the Daedric sconces. That's Vardenfell above us. And a grand throne, as one would do. Look, even the background. It's the Rathana. They're in here. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm shy. The Red Room. In case you didn't know, these are for sale right now. These, oh my goodness! That is so charming! It's so funny! Oh my goodness. But funny, you know? I get it. It is creepy, but it's hilariously funny. This is Ixie. This is an amazing house. I'm telling him it's absolutely genius. Him or her. He looks like, it looks like a he. I could be wrong though. Let's see if it has boobs. This guy. Okay. Character is guy, I will assume guy. Just so beautiful. I'm stunned. These people in Aetherius are scary good, guys. Scary good. Alright. I think we'll finish with 6 Alaric, Orbservatory Prior, Hortus Machina. Hey DJ! Have you been building lately? What is the name? Oh, 6 Alaric. Go to clockwork. They're so precious though. They're kind of cute. Like, mud crabs are kind of cute. It would be cuter if they used, like, the little guars. You know, the baby guars. What do they call those? They're like, it's like a P word. It's the same thing word they use for chickens. Oh no, it's B. It's bantam. If they had all of those bantam guars underneath the bed, it would be a little less scary, a little more cute. But there's something precious about what they did. I love it. Oh my goodness. You know, every time I think I've seen the utmost, then I see one of these. You know, when I... Okay. When I check out homes in DDA sometimes, I think, gosh, I could never do anything this good. And then I come over here and I look at the stuff done by some of the guilds over here, and I'm like, mouth drop, you know? What an interesting idea. That is so clever and interesting, and I don't know what mind thought of this. And I wish I were that creative. I built a castle in the sky, but it was nothing like this, let's be honest, okay? This is a different level of crazy. Maybe this part is more like that. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll agree to that. This is similar, but I never would have thought to put the conveyor belts in that Eleanor machine, you know? It's just so totally different from anything I've ever thought of. And that's what I mean. It's like the pure creativity is... Wow. Once they got that idea, they ran with it, and I really think it works. Dirt in the bottom pieces. Nice little sitting area. Oops. Let's get around here. Did they do it again? Yes, they did it again. Slightly differently. They put it in the middle this time. Sintered rocks, different layers. They please me greatly with this. This has always been a thing I'm into. Using sintered rock to make a otherwise perhaps less than stellar spot look interesting. And they really did it. Can we get inside? They had to have run out of slots at some point soon. That is brilliant. Wow. That's a good point, DJ. These are probably dwarven platforms or stairs. Nizabi is the queen of all she surveys. Now the little touches in here. Tell me about it, Aurelia. You know, they'd probably be touched if he did all of the Aetherius ones. I don't think they'd be offended at all. Wait, did I miss the down? Yeah, this is on EU. This is 6 Alaric on EU. I bet you this goes down and is probably animated. There is no stairway down, it doesn't look like. So this is how they saved all those slots. So we're done with this house, but holy crap, right? Beautiful. I don't mind if J Hart and I look at the same houses because we always come away with something slightly different, you know what I mean? He looks at them and he sees details I don't and things I don't. And me, I'm just... I have things I like. Uh-oh. I did. Splat. Didn't mean to jump over it, but Anyway, so we're gonna call it. I love the. I thought I was gonna be able to see those closer up, but I wasn't. But check out the water situation up there. That looks pretty impressive too. I hope I saw everything in here. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Have a good one and happy building.